Alright, so if you've never separated an engine and transmission before, there's these dowel pins that help you line it up. So there's like a hole in this side on the engine and a hole in the transmission. There's this pin that fits in the middle. On mine, there's one right here, right above that, right where that front engine mount is. It's actually, sorry, I was saying the dowel pin was down here. It's actually right up here. It's like right down in there. And then I just want to give a clear view where these dowel pins are. There's one here, one here. Mine both stuck to the engine side, but they, I don't know, they might be able to come off in the transmission side, so they could be either way. I'm not sure if yours would come out in the engine like mine did. Basically what you want to do is just start sticking pry bars in there. You can use a hammer to bang them in there. You just want to start banging in like bigger and bigger pry bars basically, until you get it separated completely off the dowel pins. And they're sort of long, as you can see. Like this one is probably about a centimeter apart already, and the dowel pin is still not free. Alright, so I just got this thing completely free. You can see how long the dowel pin's in here. So what you can do is like bang a small pry bar in with like a hammer, and then I was using this big ass pry bar there. We also have this skinny pry bar here, and with mine the top of it separated pretty wide and the bottom was still real thin, so I had to go underneath the car, pry a little on the bottom, and then it just kind of popped loose. And also a good idea to put a jack under the bottom of it, that way you can kind of mess around with, like, you know, the position of the engine or the different like position, and you got to mess around with the height and stuff, because certain like height might be easier to get loose. One thing to look out for is the oil pan can run into the subframe here, so make sure it's high enough so it's not getting stuck on that. And then when you're lifting it out, lift it really slowly, obviously. Look all around the engine for stuff that it might be getting caught on. You know, like look over here at everything, look out for this. Look out for the AC compressor and the lines coming off of it, the wiring harness. So actually this mount here, the axle mount, it'll spin all the way around on the bearing. So when you lift it up, it starts to spin that way. And then you can just actually just move it over, it'll just spin all the way around. Completely out of the way. Yeah, so mainly when you're lifting it up, watch the AC line here very carefully. Like all this stuff wants to run into it. You can kind of move the whole jack or the whole hoist back to get this stuff clear that AC line, and then watch like the hood latch here. Mine was kind of hitting on that too when I was hoisting it up.